GFN, Global Filipino Network. Hi and welcome to VILMA Live in LA. It is season 2, episode 24. And guess what? It is the last episode for this season. I am gearing up for season 3, so it's going to be exciting. So tonight we have Gabrielle Goodman, part 2 of the interview, plus the recaps of all of our episodes. So stay tuned. We're right here just for you on VILMA Live in LA, on the GFN channel, Facebook Live, and YouTube Live. Let's segue into your albums, your music.
Okay, so I did my first CD. It was a jazz CD. I'm sort of multifaceted in terms of the genres of music that I like to sing. And so I was singing a lot of jazz then, as I still do now. And a friend of mine called me when I was on tour. Actually, I had just gotten home from tour. And he says, someone in Germany, here we go with the other different foreign countries. Someone in Germany is looking for a singer to sign to their label. Would you send them send them a cassette of yourself? We were dealing with cassette tapes at that time. And the funny thing was, it was an ex-boyfriend. That's a whole other story. But I thought he was joking at first. You know, we had been broken up for like maybe 3 or 4 months or something. And I was like, what's he, he's calling me for this? I didn't know how sincere he was. And then I said, well, on the off chance that he's really sincere about this, let me go ahead and send the producer some music so that he can listen to it. And my friend called me back, and the company called me from Germany, and they said, we're interested in signing you. And I was telling them that I was about to go on tour with Miss Flack at that time. And they said, well, that's great, because one of our associates is in Japan. So you get to meet him, and you get to meet our Japanese associate in Japan. And so we met there, and he actually brought me contracts in Japan. So I signed the first round of contracts in Japan, and then the second round of contracts came from Germany. And then by January, of 1993, I was in New York recording. And that was the first CD. It's called Traveling Light. It's a beautiful jazz CD. I'm very, very proud of it. I have 3 of my own compositions on that, and Manila is one of them. And then the next one was Until We Love. And I sent you a track of Until We Love, the sort of R&B house version of it. But there's also a very serious jazz version of that song that I did in, I think, 1994, 1995 for the same company. And that got a lot of play. I still have people call me, contact me, email me to this day asking me if they can record it or if they can sing it on a performance here or where can they find the lyrics. And, it's a very serious song about the condition of the world and how we as human beings need to have more love for each other and display more love for each other. So the lyrics are, until we love, how can we make a change? Until we love, hatred will still remain alive. So it speaks to man's inhumanity, and humanity to man. And I just, as things were unfolding last year with the pandemic, with the George Floyd situation, I decided that I wanted to re-release it, but I wanted to do a different kind of version of it. So I put a house version of it out. I released that and just did a little something different with that.
Whoa, whoa. On the streets all over, many people fight and die. Never was a time when crime was so high. Brothers killing brothers, sisters got an attitude. Nothing's gonna change for me and you until we love. How can we make a change until we love? Hatred will still remain alive.
So after that, I took a hiatus. I started doing more writing, took a step back from recording for a while, started doing a little bit more teaching. And then someone from Berklee asked me if I wanted to teach full time there, and I turned them down probably like 3 or 4 times before I accepted it, because I thought, if I teach, I won't be able to perform. Nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing, I have to say this again, nothing could be further from the truth. So anyway, I started teaching. I was doing workshops at various colleges, and Berklee happened to have been on the list of colleges where I did some of the workshops. And I absolutely fell in love with the kids, with the structure of the college and the kind of music that they were teaching, the structure of the curriculum, because it was all based on jazz and R&B and popular forms of music. And I got to say, some things happened with the record company. I won't go into that deeply at this point, but I was a bit disillusioned. So I took a step back from it and started teaching. Well, I fell way back in love with music all over again, and did some work with my students, and did some work with some other colleagues that I had gotten to know at Berklee, and sort of reached back and started working with some people that I had formerly worked with in New York. So all of the teaching and the songwriting and the work that all of that started coming together. And then they asked me if I wanted to teach full time at Berklee. The funny thing about that was that I loved it so much that I was sort of already teaching at full-time capacity, but not officially. And I said, well, you know what? I might as well make this official. When I first went into that, I thought, if you asked me which one I loved more, I would say performing and recording. But at this point, it's all even. And then so around that time in the early 2000s, I recorded Angel Eyes, which has several of my sort of R&B-ish compositions on it, but it's smooth jazz. Angel Eyes is a traditional jazz classic that I sort of added a little funky beat to, and Walter Beasley, the saxophonist, is playing on that. So you can dance to it, you can groove to it. So it has a little R&B edge to it, but it's still jazz. And so that particular CD is one of my favorites because it sort of mixes everything up that I love dearly. I have a sort of a spiritual CD that can be played on gospel music and on gospel stations and on jazz stations. It combines gospel and jazz, and Terry Lynn Carrington, the great drummer, the great Grammy Award-winning Terry Lynn Carrington is playing on that. Patrice Rushen, the great pianist singer, is playing on that as well. They both agreed. I couldn't believe that they wanted to work on it. They were like, "What? Yes, come on. What day we're gonna go into the studio?" And so with people like that, I was producing it, and each time I thought, Okay, so I have to be official here. I can't be so in awe of the fact that I'm producing these great artists on my project that I lose my nerve. So, I had to be the official producer, writer, arranger that I am and do that. But I was just so in awe and very, very happy, I might add, to be working with those ladies. And it's funny because women in the music industry as songwriters and drummers and pianists, they know us as singers, but they don't always know us as drummers or songwriters, who can write the entire song without anybody else.
Producing.
And producing, right.
Everything, the entire thing. I hear you.
Yeah. So, and it takes a lot to sort of push through that wall that meets you, where people say, well, you couldn't have written this. I was singing one of my songs that I had produced on the Spiritual Tapestry CD. That's the one that Terry Lynn and Patrice Russian appear on. And I handed one of the musicians one of the charts. And I said, well, this is the song that we're going to do today. And it was a spiritual that I rearranged. And they said, well, something happened with one of the chords, and they said, well, this is what he has here. That's what he has. I said, there's no he. There's no he. I wrote that, and I'll tell you, if the chord sounds weird, I can change it, and let's change it to this. And we changed it, and I said, well, somewhere along the way in writing the chart, maybe it was 3:00 in the morning, I wrote a strange chord or something. I said, well, this is what the chord is, and I'll sit down and play it for you if you need me to do that, But he's such a masterful pianist. He the moment I told him what the chord actually was, he was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, But he had it in his mind that some guy, and trust me, I love these guys out there, but it's like, okay, women have the capacity to do these things too. So, you sort of have to keep fighting your way through this wall of resistance that says that women can't do all of these things, They can't be writers and producers and all.
Yeah, the entire thing, because after graduating from Berklee, some of the songs that I released,
right?
It's me entirely, all the vocals,
right?
The drum tracks, the keyboard tracks, mixing, mastering.
That's right.
And releasing.
That's right. And it's all you. It's not, you and some guy behind the desk or you and some guy behind a screen,
I think that's really why I pursued, Berklee College of Music, why I wanted to graduate from Berklee College of Music, because I wanted to be able to do it.
Yes. And the great thing about what's happening now is that Terry Lynn has what's called the Jazz and Gender Justice Division. And this is a division of the college that is now promoting gender equality.
I'm so elated, so happy just listening to it and hearing it. Of all the songs that you've written, what is the closest to your heart?
Probably out of the most songs that I have allowed to be played on YouTube, it's a song called Sometimes. And I wrote it at a very difficult time in my life. It was a very transitional time. I was breaking up with one of my boyfriends. I was having record company issues, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I wrote this song. It's called Sometimes, and I feel that it really speaks to me and what I was going through at that particular time in my life. Yeah.
Okay, so change gear a little bit. Since this pandemic, what has
the pandemic?
What has this taught you, a realization about yourself and in general?
I found a lot to be grateful for with the pandemic. Thank God I never got COVID and never became ill with it. But it made me realize how grateful I was, how lucky I am to have my family, my friends, everybody that I have in my life. My parents are gone, but my brothers are here. I don't have any children, but I have some wonderful people in my life. And it just made me grateful. Made me grateful for music and my artistry and the artistry of others who, when I didn't feel like singing, I could turn on a recording of Shaka Khan or my favorite gospel artist or whomever, Miss Flack, and just be grateful for the opportunities that I've had to travel all over the world. My students, some days I had pandemic fatigue and I thought, I don't even know how I can even get on Zoom one more time. But somehow one of my students would say something or they would sing something, and I would just come out of this dark space that I was in. It would just uplift me. So I'm grateful for those experiences, for all of the experiences that God has given me, and for the opportunity to connect with people such as yourself all over the world. I know you're in LA, but you've been so many places, and you're connecting us through to so many other places from where you are, and so it made me very, very grateful, I have to say. But yeah, I know that you must have gone through something too. I know you used your time wisely to be creative, which is great, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And I graduated
Yes.
May 2020.
Yes.
So that was like the first time ever, I guess, Berklee College of Music experienced a virtual graduation.
But you know what? The virtual graduation was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was just, they found a way to do it, to really pay homage to the students and everything that you guys have been through, that we all have been through, to really pay homage to you, because, my heart went out to the students to do however many years of work you're going to do as a student, 4 years, 2 years, whatever, and to come to the end of your studies and not be able to walk across the stage and shake someone's hand and get your diploma or your degree. Oh my God, I thought this has to be very heartbreaking. But actually, Berklee actually found a way of making it enjoyable, just the whole, it was a feeling of celebration. It was a very celebratory.
It was so memorable because it's the first time ever.
Yeah.
So that is super special in itself.
In and of itself.
I always ask this, your message to students or anyone out there that would love to pursue music.
Okay, so pursuing music, if you want to pursue music, that's one thing. If you want to learn music, if you want to pursue a career in music, is something else, because learning music is one thing. You work on your artistry, you gather information, you take lessons, you take classes, and you refine your artistry. And that should always happen, whether you are working to be a superstar, or whether you're working to do something locally, or whether you just want to be more knowledgeable of music. So the quest for learning should always be there, and the quest to make yourself better, to improve yourself, should always be there. That's one thing. Now, on the side of the music business, it's important to take music business classes. It is important to network, get to know people who are already in the business and who are already doing well. Ask questions, try to form alliances with people, form alliances with other musicians, form alliances with other singers, form alliances with writers and producers, because this is the way that you're going to find your way through the industry to get from point A to point C. And while you're doing that, even if you're spectacular, do not be a jerk. There are so many people out there who are wonderful performers, wonderful artists, great singers, great piano players, great players of instruments. And some of them can be not so nice, and nobody wants to work with somebody who just loves themselves so much that they think so highly of themselves and they think very little of everyone else. that's only going to go but so far. So you want to be an amiable person, someone that people actually like to work with. And that, I think, will carry you further than so many other things. There are always going to be people who are more talented than you are. That's just how it is. There are always going to be people who are less talented than you are. That's just how it is. But you have to let your light shine when you come into a situation where you're auditioning for something and you say, well, I don't know what they see in me because, oh my God, listen to that person. I wrote a book on background singing that has yet to be released. We're going to work on that too. That was one of the 3 books that I was talking about. And I interviewed some singer friends of mine, who had worked with very famous people. One young lady who has a wonderful career in her own right, Mesa Leak, started singing background with Stevie Wonder. And I said, well, you have to tell me your experiences about working with Stevie Wonder. And she was saying that she was so intimidated by the whole thing, but she had to keep even auditioning for Stevie Wonder and singing in front of him and his singers and everything. She had to keep reminding herself of what she had to offer. So always remember that you personally have something to offer, something special to bring to the table, even though there may be others around you who might even be intimidating to you. Just keep going forward and keep learning and keep growing.
I love exactly what you said. Let your light shine.
Let your light shine. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
For the show, and I truly am, so in awe of you.
Oh.
And happy that I've had you as a professor at Berklee College in music.
Happy to have had you as a student.
Yes, and I look forward to your projects, and I will be there. We're going to be sharing your music with the viewers and the world.
That's great. Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this time. Bye-bye.
VILMA Live in LA, Season 2, Episode 4. Diana Gray on VILMA Live in LA Part 3.
Hello viewers, it's Kaka Abigail here. I'm here to promote my new single, Na 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 Na. It goes like this. Na 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 na, na na na, na na na, na na na. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. But right now, here's my single, Everything's Gonna Be Alright. One, two, three, four. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah. Everything's gonna be alright. Listen to my heart. Listen to my soul. Hear me when I call you. I wanna let you know that it's okay. Everything's gonna be alright, yeah. Everything's gonna be alright, yeah. Look up.
VILMA out and about in Los Angeles.
恭喜你呀！恭喜你！祝福大家新年快乐！恭喜恭喜！
Good night, Fajoy. Hi there. Welcome to VILMA Live in LA and greeting everybody a happy Chinese New Year.
Hey, joy, everybody! It's the year of the ox. We wish you good luck and a happy new year! Hooray!
VILMA Live in LA Season 2, Episode 5. And we also have part of yes, hello, because you guys are the best. Without you, there would be no VILMA Live in LA. Yeah, so I am truly, truly grateful. Look forward to all of your films. Be there, ticket in hand. Links, Building Bridges for Children, one book at a time, child at a time, and one community at a time. And Douglas Inez and Ning Ning Doble. So you guys, hi, you can hi and welcome to VILMA Live in LA Season 2, the first episode. How awesome is that? Right here on the GFN channel, and I'm your host, Vilma D. Ramos. Okay, so hi to our regular viewers out there. Gabrielle Hernandez, interview part 2, the artist, the poet, the humanitarian. And now it's Anna, the artist. VILMA Live in LA, Season 2, Episode 9. Designer based in Brisbane, Australia, and he talks about his transformation.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody! I love you, Mommy, and everyone that's in the family. My Lola, my cousins, my aunties, my uncle, Bernie, and everyone else. I love you guys. Have a great day. To the moms out there, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day, especially to Wowa, my ninangs, and especially my mom. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Stay tuned for my new single, Na 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 Na.
Hi, Ma. Happy Mother's Day to you. I would like to take this chance to thank you for everything that you have done for us. Thank you for all your love and care. Please know that we love and we miss you so much. Take care of yourself always and be safe. Have a happy Mother's Day. I love you, Ma.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. I love you. And happy Mother's Day to Lola in heaven. I really miss her so much. And happy Mother's Day to all the mommies out there in the world. I hope they have a wonderful day. And goodbye.
So, we are zooming over to the other end of California, the northern end. So, flying over to San Francisco, we have Bonnie Louise Mendoza on the show tonight on VILMA Live in LA. So, hi Bonnie, I see you.
Hi Miss Vilma, how are you?
Everybody, let's welcome Sheena to our show. Hi Sheena.
Hi Vilma.
Hi, wow.
When I am down and all soul so weary. When troubles come, my heart burden me, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Okay,
You raise me up to more than I can
Zara, please look
be.
And I want to thank everybody for guesting on season 2, all the episodes. Thank you to Ana El Gabra Hernandez, to Diana Dre, also Ray Ruiz. Many thanks as well to the Valentine's Special and Shatil Columba, Sheena Say, Nanette Tenza Amali, Jamie Roach. Who else do we have? Yes, my lovely family friends in Las Vegas, to Beverly and the fam. Plus, thank you so much to Debbie Manis and Joe DeVenetia, Cicero Oka, and Grace De Leon, Renzo Vergara, plus in Mercado, thank you, Diana Avellana, Kunzler, Jeff Bruce, and Mirabella Thomas. You're such a sweetheart. Many thanks as well to you, Gabrielle Goodman. And from me, okay, it is a goodbye for season 2, but don't forget, I'm going to be back for season 3. I'm going to be taking about 5 weeks off, and this doesn't mean it's a holiday. What it means is that I will be doing a lot of music production. I'm working with 6 artists right now. We're gearing up for season 3, so we're planning for that. And a lot of things that I have, in the works, project development. So, see you in 5 weeks, but you'll be seeing me. I will be featuring an artist a week. So, I'll be right here on Facebook Live, on GFN channel, and everywhere else on my social media. So from me, it's always loving you so much, you guys. Love you. So here it is. Ding!